What's up, everybody? We're getting into this game day chip dip. So first, we're going to start off with putting our oven on 400 degrees. And then we're just going to peel and slice up some carrots. Now we're gonna add our carrots to our pot and add some water into it. So you wanted about a cup of carrots, but I didn't have enough, so I just used some corn because it's a starchy vegetable that can give it a nice color that we like when we make cheese, right? Quote unquote. So I added some corn. While that's boiling, we're going to cut up our 1 clove of garlic. And the recipe called for 1 clove, and sometimes I use more than that, but I guess 1 was enough for this time. But feel free to use 2, 3, 6, 10 if you love garlic. Now we're gonna cut up some onion. I prefer red onion for everything. No matter what the recipe calls for, if it says onion, I'm using a red one. So here's me cutting up some red onion. You need about a cup for the dip. Alright, now for the fun part, we're gonna make the cheese part of our dip. So first we're adding our cashews that we let soak for about 2 hours, our 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Then we're gonna add in that carrot and corn mixture that we let boil. Then all of our seasonings, I like to just put it all in one bowl so it's all ready. So we add that in there. Then we're gonna add in about 2/3 cup of water, and then we're going to blend that up until it's silky smooth like a nacho cheese dip. So if you need to, you can add in about a tablespoon of water. If it's a little too chunky, a tablespoon at a time until it's at your preferred consistency. So it worked out pretty good. I didn't really need to add any extra water, and it's being blended up and it looks just like cheese. Yay. Now we're going to take that cheese and put it right into a bowl so we can add the rest of our ingredients to make our game day dip. So in our dip, in our bowl, we're gonna add in our marinara sauce, a cup of that, and this is a game changer for this recipe. I feel like this really gives it a lot of flavor. And then we're gonna add in our chopped onion, and I end up adding my garlic here, but really you should add it to the cheese sauce. But either way, the job's gonna get done, okay? So you're gonna add all of those things, and then lastly, we have to add in our spinach. You wanna do about 3 handfuls of spinach. I feel like the more veggies, the better. So you could use 2 if you only have about 2 cups, but I use 3 here. So after you add all of your spinach, of course, we're just going to stir that all up to make sure it's all combined. So now that that's all mixed together, we're gonna add that mixture into a dish. You can use the cast iron skillet dish or a square dish like this, anything that'll really fit all of this in there. So you're gonna add it, spooning it into our casserole dish that we have here. As you can see, I'm team waste no food, okay? So I'm just scraping up every bit I can, because who wants to waste any bit of food? Not I, not I. Now we're gonna take about 1/3 cup of corn chips, and we are going to crush these babies up. So I used a Ziploc bag, threw them in there, and I'm just gonna crush them up and let out all of my stress from the day by pounding them all day, every day. Pound, pound, pound. All right, so after those are pounded up, we're just gonna add those right on top of our dip we just made before we put it in the oven. So once you put it all over the dish, you'll see you can add more if you want. I added a little more just because I like how the texture looks, and I know I like how the texture feels with more corn chips. Don't go overboard, of course, but go overboard if you want to. It's your life. Live it how you want to. And we got a lot of veggies in here, so cancels out, right? I don't know. Now put that baby in the oven for about 20 minutes. It could be 25 minutes, it could be 30 minutes, as long as you don't let those corn chips on the top burn. That's when you know you've baked it for too long. So now we're gonna cut up some garnish. These are some onions, and cut those up however you like. I like to do this diagonal cut for aesthetics, of course, and this definitely adds a touch to our dip. All right, our dip is done. Now we're gonna add our garnish on top. Look how beautiful it is. I wish you guys could smell it. It tastes so good, smells so good. I'm so excited for you all to try this. All right, and this is our final product. You can eat this with some more corn chips. You can eat it with tortilla chips. So many options. Either tastes good. So thank you again for joining me. It's the Friendly Black Vegan, and I hope you all have a great one. Bye guys.